Hey folks, you're about to listen to just a small sampling of the plethora of dogshit posts on this topic. For the full episode that has more posts, plus weekly bonus episodes that have even more awful posts, head over to patreon.com/reportthispost. For just $5 a month, you will finally be guaranteed happiness. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 149 of Report This Post, the podcast about bad posts and bad people. My name is Geiger and that is Christian. And we are your hosts with the posts. Every week Christian, myself, or a listener select a different topic and then we find horrible posts for your listening pleasure. This week's topic, as chosen by some weirdo listener named AJ, is Peppa Pig.
That's right.
Cannot say I saw this topic coming down the pipe. For our uninitiated listeners, what the hell is Peppa Pig?
Peppa Pig is a British children's show that has been on since 2004 that revolves around Peppa, an anthropomorphic female pig, and her family, and is supposed to teach kids about sharing and emotional regulation and all that sort of good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It certainly has made background noise for my children. I don't know anyone that likes the show.
I don't know. I've never seen it myself. My child does not watch it. I'm tangentially aware of it due to adults posting about it, which is great. So
it's probably a bigger thing over across the pond.
Probably, but at the same time, it seems to be very popular here. I have seen merchandise for it, which why not? You gotta make toys and shirts and underpants out of everything. So
yeah, well, and the timing of this was not fortuitous, but it turns out that Peppa Pig was made a splash in the news this week.
That's right, it sure did. With my
what was that about?
First post I'll start with here. Okay. Megan Bobrowski, who is a writer for the Wall Street Journal, tweeted out a link to her new article all about Peppa. American kids watched so much Peppa Pig during the pandemic that they developed British accents and started regularly using British words like holiday instead of vacation, confusing their parents. A British guy named Chris replied, "So, you may have dumped tea in the sea and Washington won that little war that came after, but we were playing the long game and none of you suspected the Trojan Pig cartoon until it was too late." An account at BewilderedOwl93, who bios states, "They, them, owl," responded, "I mean, Britain is literally dying, but I guess you gotta take those small victories, yeah?" To which James Wee 655322826 replied, "Your country's one dead black criminal away from another civil war. Our country's fine. No mass shootings here either. America, haha. Land of the slaves and the indigenous Holocaust."
Yeah. So there are some good parts about America is what they're... Start with the bad first, then...
Yeah, we dumped our tea, but we also get mass shootings at least once a week. At least.
And, we've done a Holocaust or two. But hey, who's counting? Huh?
Hey, who hasn't, right? Come on now.
Speaking of who, I went to the Owls Twitter, and this is
incredible, right?
One of their recent tweets If you use your polycules mutually shared Twitter accounts to get around blocks, you are legitimately a terrible group of people. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gotta share my girlfriend and my Twitter account. When does it end?
To get around
around blocks. That's really cool. Yeah, using your polycules, not just making a burner account, but using the polycule account to check out what there's.
The reason this person tweeted this out is undoubtedly because it's happened to them several times, which is what makes it very funny. Mm-hmm.
Getting in a fight with one person on Twitter is sad enough, but getting in an argument with a polycule is somehow it's a new level of depraved. Oh boy, that's fun.
Very cool. Well, why don't we start talking more about some of these Brits? Twitter user Alipi Bosca1, whose bio reads, Mammy, wife, Munster Rugby, lefty, LGBT+, trans women are women, trans men are men, block the TERFs, she, her, tweeted this out. I absolutely despise Daddy Pig. He is the epitome of mediocre male exceptionalism. Can't do anything right, think he's deadly, all the confidence in the world, hate the prick. And user Sambino Childish responded, Mummy Pig is no better. Undermines everybody. Uses her kids to fight her battles. Silly Daddy Pig should have asked for directions, shouldn't he, Peppa? No wonder Peppa's such a prick with a passive-aggressive manipulator mummy. Sometimes divorce is best for everyone. And the OP responded, You're right, that little know-it-all bitch didn't lick it off a stone.
Is that a say? Is that a
yes.
turn of phrase? It is, okay.
Yeah, it's I believe it is a British saying, mean that as if they're like you didn't learn it just from licking it off a stone.
Okay, yeah, it's an Irish proverb. Great.
Yeah. So just dumb people.
Yeah, it seems like everything's going really well for these two people that they're spending their time tweeting about this stuff. Their hate of daddy and Mummy Pig. So gotta get it from both sides. The next post I found, though, probably doesn't agree much with them. From our unpopular opinion, Peppa Pig needs to be canceled and everyone in her family is evil except Daddy Pig.
Oh.
She is evil and literally fat-shamed her dad, but no one wants to talk about it. But if a male main character did that to their mother, the whole world would be outraged that the child was disrespectful and fat-shamed a female. And also, the rest of her family take a part in fat-shaming of him. We need to talk more about this. To which BobWire777 replied, Fat people should be shamed.
Okay. There's plenty of that to be found online if you really want to go into that.
Dig in.
Although not as much as there used to be. Reddit got rid of the subreddit Fat People Hate, which was 5 years ago on Reddit. It was the
Wild One.
It was as much as people have always joked about Reddit, it actually used to have some really vile, funny stuff on there. Just like someone be like, here's a picture of one of my friends from Facebook. They're real fat now. Look at them. just like a picture of someone they know. Just like, look at this fat ass. And that was the summer. People would just upvote that.
Yeah, nowadays you have to do that in a group chat. And have to give the backstory to everybody so that, yeah. It's not like it used to be, folks, where you could just post those photos online.
Yeah. No, it's a shame. Hating people is just not.
Now, from a standpoint, pigs are supposed to be fat, right? That's how they're healthy. So if they weren't fat, would people be up in arms because they were malnourished?
Ooh, that's a good point. Go ahead and look up Daddy Pig. He is a big fat fuck, no doubt. He does seem fatter than.
He looks like the guy you always get stuck behind the line in at 7-Eleven. He's got the 5 o'clock shadow. He's got the Walmart specs, the off-the-wall, $39.99 frames. Yeah.
I found this. I found this question on Quora unrelated, but I'm sad I didn't get this as a part of our post search. Is Daddy Pig a girl? And user Serena Hunt responded, no. According to the various researches I made, Daddy Pig is not a girl. He is a male pig in his 30s. He was born in 1974.
Okay.
Just a great conversation going on.
Yeah.
Also, he's not in his 30s by that math.
Not anymore. I mean, show started in 2000. I just, oh no, I came across a picture of Daddy Pig holding handcuffs and a whip and smoking a cigarette, and he's nude. Okay, well, that's enough of that.
Great. I'm sure there's even more of that sort of stuff online, which, I mean, I was actually pretty surprised at how much content we found for this episode. Sure. There's a lot of stuff online about this shit. For example,
Nasty
this one's from Reddit. Peppa Pig is truthfully a masterpiece. The TV show has truly impacted and touched my heart in a way that no other show has. From the very first episode, I was so moved by Peppa's love and deep connection for muddy puddles, and I appreciate as the show progressed how they continue to show Peppa, as well as the other characters, love for muddy puddles by ending almost every episode with them jumping in one. Peppa is a very relatable character, as she is a 4-year-old pig living in a tall house on a hill with her brother and parents. Peppa Pig has something for everyone and is for all ages. It includes comedy, drama, romance, and so much more. It tackles the struggles of friendship, siblings, family, preschool, and being a 4-year-old pig. One of my favorite episodes that I'd like to mention is in Season 3, named Shake, Rattle, and Bang, for the ending really hit me. Hearing the parents play the Peppa Pig theme song was so beautiful and touching. I currently have it as my ringtone. I also really appreciate the character Mr. Potato and how he encourages everyone to eat their fruits and vegetables as well as exercise. The songs in this show are also very touching as well as uplifting. The lyrics, bong bing boo, bing bong bing, bing bong bingly bongly boo, have a special place in my heart. All of the songs are catchy and easy to memorize, which I appreciate. I recommend everyone to watch the show. It will change your life forever.
Very relatable. Very relatable character.
Mm-hmm.
As she is a 4-year-old pig living in a tall house. Presumably an adult posting this.
We can all relate to living in a tall house on a hill with our brother and parents. We've all been there.
And the trials and tribulations of being 4 years old.
Yeah. Sad to hear that muddy puddles is not a slur that I can use. They're actually talking about muddy puddles.
Yeah, that's
puddles
the whole thing.
With mud. Makes sense for an English show, right? They have a lot of rain over there.
Sure. And also they are pigs, famously known to wallow in mud.
It's a perfect thing. They do a lot of oinking on the show.
I've heard, yes.
Yeah. So, really is surprising you don't like the show.
Okay, great. Hey, back in June, the official Peppa Pig Twitter account tweeted out, "This month and all year long, we take #pride in creating spaces and stories for everyone, by everyone. #Pride Month." And included a an image of the entire cast of the show. A YouTube streamer named @BreePlays, who has 82 followers, replied, "What are the sexualities of everyone in this photo? I am dying to know." Didn't get any answer to that one, unfortunately. So.
Well, looking at this, it looks like they're 13 years old. Oh my god! In this account, like, oh my god, oh man, it's like. Twitter is just like ruined because it's this 13-year-old girl's YouTube account's Twitter page. It like has like her pronouns in it, says she's non-binary bisexual. Has, cartoon avatar of herself. And like, I'm so used to this just being like a massively deeply sexual deviant on Twitter.
Yeah, right.
And this is just like literally a baby.
A kid.
And it's the same exact vibe.
Yeah. As like a 40-year-old man who paid $200 to get a custom drawing from Sailor Moon, as his avatar. Sure.
Oh, man. Yeah. Boy, oh boy. That's we are going down a dark path, folks. The world will be ending here relatively soon.
One can only hope. Come on, Moon, start that wobbling. Let's knock this bitch off the axis.
Yeah,
let's go.
Let's get some melancholia shit going on. You ever see that movie?
Yeah, not in a long time. That's the Kirsten Dunst one.
That's right.
Yeah, well, since it came out, not a rewatch for me.
Well, it's right in the name. It's not a real hop, skip, and a joy sort of vibe movie, as every single character and he dies in the end. Sorry to spoil it, everybody.
Lars von Trier. Yeah, why wouldn't it? Yeah, we love Lars.
Hey, speaking of Lars, let's go back and listen to our metal episode. We talked about Metallica a lot.
Great plug.
Well, I didn't expect a metal plug in the Peppa Pig episode. But hey, what are you going to do? Speaking of Pride, as the official Peppa Pig Twitter account tweeted out last month, user Linguini131 posted this on Reddit. My sisters were watching Peppa Pig today, and the thought struck me. Is it just me, or does Pedro Pony from the show give off Ace vibes? This is from our Asexuality, very popular subreddit. Here's some responses. User Solid Water says, Pedro Pony is now an Arrow Ace icon. Arrow Ace Tiger said, didn't he kiss Peppa Pig? So he's definitely not Arrow. Maybe Ace, though. Sad Cod 2757 said, they are all children under 6. They are practically asexual. And the OP responded, I know, but like, does he not give off Ace vibes? Sad Cod didn't respond to the OP, so OP came back later and added this comment, if he was older, would you see it?
Really fucking weird. Really weird.
Drop
really
it, man.
Weird. Yeah.
Let me look up Pedro. I don't remember anyone named Pedro on Peppa Pig. Okay. Yeah, it just looks like all the other flat.
Yeah, it just looks like a poorly drawn. Doesn't even look like a horse, personally to me. Perhaps a gerbil. I'm not getting horse.
Does this thing have a vitiligo? Or is it because it's got these spots on it? I'm not sure.
It's an Appaloosa pony is what it is. He's got spots
is that a thing? No, yeah, the mom has the same spots. That would be Mummy Pony.
He has brown lips, a pink nose, and a pair of black glasses.
Personality of Mummy Pony is a caring and kind mom. She tries to be patient when it comes to Pedro's sleepiness. Pedro is sleepy, huh? That's interesting.
All right.
That is very interesting indeed.
Just taking a little siesta. We get it. We get it.
Oh. Yeah, that's really good. He likes superheroes. Okay. But lots of time he gets late to school due to how much he likes sleeping. Pedro is usually lazy and sleeps at daytime in some episodes.
Saying the quiet part's loud over there across the pond. I don't even know what this thing. I'm assuming he has an accent of some sort.
So I'm finding this info on the Peppa Pig fandom, and Pedro is categorized in the only children, as in characters that are only children. They don't have siblings, but user Felipe PCS commented in all caps, Pedro has a sister. Remove this from only children.
Passionate about the Peppapedia over there. Good.
Good God. Oh, man.
Really weird.
This person, Mr. Hedgehog Official, says he ships Peppa and Pedro.
All right, that's enough of that. That's good. We're done.
Mr. Hedgehog Official. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. Boy, great. Let's move on.
Fucking sucks. Well, back over on Reddit, user Unmasked Reaper asked our Out of the Loop, what is the deal with Peppa Pig allegedly being quote-unquote evil? My fiance and I were at a restaurant with our daughter, and this family of 3 sat behind us. The mother was not present, and they were talking pretty loudly, so it was hard not to hear their conversations. From our interpretation, it seemed like the mother and father were separated, and the father was spending time with his daughters. I don't know why I need to add that. They were talking about YouTube, and the little girls were complaining that they wanted to watch it, but the dad said, your mother and I agreed that you two are not allowed to watch Peppa Pig because it is evil, and until YouTube fixes their issues and takes it off completely, you are not allowed back on YouTube. We tried our best to conceal our faces because we both looked at each other like, what? Can you explain this to me? Plum Rose replied, Peppa Pig is extremely popular in China and somehow became both a mainstream and counterculture symbol. The Communist Party suddenly came out against it last year, probably because it's a popular non-Chinese cartoon. Not sure how much effect it's had, but yeah.
Yeah. That is, it seems like I feel like just about every kids thing will be declared evil.
Eventually,
at some point,
sure,
right?
Sure.
By some group.
Because of the Chinese Communist Party, though, highly doubt it. But
yeah, that's true. I'm waiting for when we do our Blippy episode where we can really.
That would be a good report this short, actually. He's one of those guys that's been online since like 2002. So there's a lot of stuff.
He has some interesting backstory, doesn't he?
He sure does.
He's let's just say that guy's always been a sucker for the camera.
He sure has. One of those weird people that desperately wants to be noticed in any, whatever the mainstream thing going on is, wants to be a part of it. So,
and it's worse because his stuff is sold at Target, Walmart.
Isn't that insane? Oh my God, that's so weird. That's another thing that will never be on in this household is that guy. Ugh.
Oh man. All the kids here gone through their phase. Yeah, he's
You're just like nudging your wife like, let me tell you something about this guy.
Oh, she knows. She hates him more than anyone else I've ever met. Really despises that guy. I don't care. I think he's harmless overall, but it's more just crazy how I still think people on YouTube are not real entertainers in any way. It's crazy that those guys can get deals with multinational store chains and all that. It seems really insane to me that they can have a brand where items are being pumped out in China every day and sent in large shipping containers over here. But that's the power of that shit.
What the hell are we doing?
Yeah, we'll be on kids' underwear sooner. Like
no,
Blippy.
Nope.
They literally sell kids' underwear with Blippy's face on them.
That's so weird.
Oh boy!
As the IP owner, I would have some I would have some issues with that as an adult male, being like, "Yeah, it's just slap my face on the crotch of kids' underwear. Whatever. What do I care?" I think I'd say no, but hey,
I don't know. If it was probably, I don't know, $500,000 for that, maybe just for that part of it. Who the hell knows? I have no idea what kind of money someone makes from having. When you're at the point when your face is on underwear, you're probably making a bunch of other money too. So whatever. This is from the subreddit Game Theorists.
Oh, boy.
Which is for folks who have theories about games. Peppa Pig controlled by Queen Elizabeth.
Okay.
In Peppa Pig, there are multiple animals that can talk and walk and work in a functional society. But what about Mr. Potato? He's a walking cowboy potato, and so is his wife. There's also Queen Elizabeth, who's the only actual human that we've seen. Do I smell manipulation of the animal society to be her slaves to bring back the empire she once lost? That's such a good point.
So deep, man. Yeah, it turns out that there are a handful of human characters on the show, which I wasn't aware of, which include the Queen Elizabeth, a pirate, and Santa Claus. Interesting to note that they're all white. They're all white
Well,
people.
I'm looking at Queen Elizabeth now, and she's essentially the same color as Peppa Pig. So she looks very piggish.
She's a hoggish woman, you're saying?
Yeah. Well, at least, I respect the Queen myself. We're a proud supporter of the
monarchy
over here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's probably more just. It's very like the animation style is like what late '90s South Park style.
Yeah, I mean, I took a spin through some of the videos online, and like some of it actually like glitches. Like it looks like it's done in like Flash or a Flash equivalent. So yeah, very much that.
It probably was
South
started
Park.
like that, huh?
Yeah.
South Park. There's an episode.
Yeah, we've been talking about that since we started the show. Just seems weird to have like a recognizable character and not just make them an animal, though. Or I guess maybe it is something of maybe you're not allowed to do that with the Queen. Not sure. Unlike over here.
Works.
Remember the show That's Not My Bush or That's My Bush?
Yeah, That's My Bush. Yeah, I enjoyed it when that was on, but I was also just big into the South Park guys then at the time.
That's so weird that while we had a sitting president, we had a one-camera situation comedy based around the White House. Really good.
That was back when those guys could do whatever the fuck they wanted.
It's true. That's true.
And then that was like the same time they did like Team America. They're like, we're gonna have a cartoon on. We're gonna do a puppet movie. We're gonna have a sitcom. We're gonna do a musical. We're gonna do a movie that's essentially a musical that's based off our cartoon show. And they did all that, and they were all very successful, except for That's My Bush, which was a one season one and done.
What was the Cannibal the musical? Was that what it was?
Yeah, that was one of their earlier ventures. I remember seeing it and don't remember having an opinion on it. So sorry, everybody.
Check it out, folks. Trey Parker and that other guy. Great fellas. Big fans of the show.
Told a great story about Trey Parker on the last live show.
Yeah, it was terrific.
Go check it out.
User, the fuck did I just see? Posted, Peppa Pig is a little dickhead to R Casual UK. I'm babysitting my best mate's kids today while he and his missus are at work, and for the past hour, the kids have been watching Peppa's antics, and I'm sat here thinking, what a naughty, jealous child she is. God knows how her parents cope. No wonder they keep fobbing her off to the grandparents. And King Kunta 87 commented, the mother is a bitch as well, always commenting on the dad's weight.
Yeah. Boy, some people take issue with that, don't they?
Perhaps they see themselves a bit in Papa Pig and Daddy Pig. They can envision themselves as the everyday man working hard for his family, coming home and having that bitch of a wife talk about how
bitch pig wife just treating you like shit.
The old Earl Sinclair syndrome of working your ass off all day, coming home, and your wife, the dinner escaped from the pot again. You can't even get any respect. And he's sitting in your easy chair. What the hell?
Your favorite chair.
And some weird little mammal sitting in it when he's supposed to be your fucking dinner. There's a show they need to bring back. How about,
What show is that again, Christian?
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, Dinosaurs was, boy, do I remember having a lot of fun with that one. God damn. Oh, A little too much nostalgia in this episode. This is from the BBC. People have criticized the children's TV show Peppa Pig after it referred to firefighters as firemen in an episode called The Fire Engine. The London Fire Brigade posted a message on social media saying, "Come on, Peppa Pig. We've not been firemen for 30 years. Using out-of-date, stereotypical, gender-specific wording prevents young girls from becoming firefighters." They say that language referencing firefighters as men is sexist, where women can be firefighters too. Sexism is when somebody or a group of people are discriminated against or treated differently due to being male or female. People have criticized the name of the program Fireman Sam too, which was first shown on TV in 1987. They say that using language like this, especially in children's TV shows, encourages stereotypes. A stereotype is when people have fixed or oversimplified ideas about what something should be. For example, that firefighters are men.
Okay.
So, learned a lot in this article. Had no idea what sexism was or what a stereotype was. Thankfully,
they laid it right out for you. Yeah, there's obviously not enough arson going on over there if this is what British firefighters are spending their time complaining about.
Now, what is arson? We need the BBC. Is that what the BBC does with every single article? Like
arson, the act of deliberately starting a fire.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a young man was murdered. Now, murder is when you give a permanent ouchie to somebody. You can't go away, and they don't come back.
Big time boo-boo.
They won't play with you anymore. You'll never see them again. That's weird. Well, at least now people finally know.
Thanks for laying out, BBC. Somebody had to hit a certain amount of words on that article in order to get it published. So they're just like,
first of all, like, why is it even an article? But and then it's like, someone got a deadline. Like, Jesus Christ. All right, what's fire? I should explain that.
According to Webster's dictionary.
And
great.
The editor's just just shut up and put it in the goddamn.
I don't care. We will run a 4-inch by 7-inch picture of Peppa Pig next to it just to eat up space. Who gives a shit?
It is a half-page picture just of Peppa Pig. And then above them, the rest of the half of the page is a firefighter.
And he's hot, too. He's really sexy. He's got a shirt on. Because it's Britain, and they put weird stuff like that. It's page 4, and he's just completely nude. Great.
Page 4?
Yeah, or is it page 5? What's the thing where they... What's the thing?
Page 6.
Whatever.
Page 6 is the ladies, and page 4 is where you go to see the hot, beefy dudes.
That's right where I'm flipping to.
Which is interesting because I've never seen an attractive British man before in my life. Do they exist?
Henry Cavill.
Who the fuck's that?
The guy who plays Superman.
Let me look at this guy. P.U. Speaking of pigs.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like shit.
Okay, all right.
Lose
Great.
weight, Tubbo.
So funny to tweet that at him. That would be a very good bit.